In this video, we'll discuss how and why to integrate Closio with your CRM through Zapier. In the process of setting up a new transaction, you'll be adding your client on this screen. Now, if you'd like to just type in your client's name and have them pre-appear for you, that's powered by our Zapier integration. Of course, you can always enter your clients from scratch, and it's only 4 fields: first name, last name, email address, and phone number. But still, to save you time, we encourage integrating your CRM through Zapier. Now here's how it works. When you'll navigate to Zapier, zapier.com, you may need to create a new account. I'm choosing to sign in with Google and create one from scratch for this demo. Now Zapier will ask you some questions about your role and industry, company size, etc. You can either start by looking at their list of apps or skip this step and jump straight into building your own. For this example, I want to share, let's say Google Contacts or Google Sheets. And when I have a contact set up in Google, I want to send that to Closio. So the way it works is we'll say when this happens, so when I have a new or updated contact in Google Contacts, then create a contact in Closio. Next, it's time to authenticate the apps and confirm our events. So first, we'll sign into Google. Once we've authenticated our Google account, we can continue. In Zapier, now that we've tested our trigger, we've found that we have this contact in my Google Contacts address book. Let's continue. Next, we'll need to integrate Closio with Zapier. To do this, we'll sign in. Scroll down to the bottom under Connected Apps and generate our Zapier token. The token's automatically been copied to our clipboard, so we can come back to this screen, paste it in, and then click Continue. Now that we've authenticated Closio with Zapier, we can continue. Here's where we will set up our action. We'll need a Zap for each contact type. Today I'm setting up clients. Then I'll map the data from Google Contacts into the corresponding fields in Closio. If I were setting up inspectors, then I'll get into subcontact types. But for my clients, that doesn't matter. You'll notice here I've mapped my email to an undefined email type, and that's just based on how I set it up in Google Contacts. If your Google Contacts are set up with the type of email or type of phone number, then you can map those as well. I'll just refresh Zapier to show you what that might look like. You'll see here that the email is now showing up as a work email. There's no right or wrong answer. What matters is that you're using it however you use Google Contacts to make sure that the data flows over correctly. Once we've mapped that data, Then we can go ahead and test and continue. This will send our contact to Closio. Perfect, our test was successful. Before we turn this on though, I do want to mention I was setting this up just for my clients. However, if I use my Google Contacts or my CRM or my spreadsheet for other contacts as well, then I would want to make sure I add a filter. So here I'm going to add an action between the trigger and the response, and that's a filter to only proceed when certain conditions are met. In this case, I want to make sure that my groups or labels contains or matches exactly the value of client. Now it's telling me my Zap would have continued, which is exactly what I wanted in this case. I'm ready to turn it on, and we're done. Now that our Zap has been built, anytime I add or edit my contacts in Google, that information will automatically flow down into my Closio address book. Then, when I'm creating a new transaction and come in here for the next time, I'll be able to search directly for my client. If you have any questions or concerns, please do not hesitate to reach out. success@closio.com. Thanks so much.